Hello, everyone. Happy New Year to everybody. How's it going? Hello, The Truth. Hello, Donut. Hello, Bender. Hello, Venom. How's everyone doing? Happy New Year, everyone. Hey, Blanca. I wish this had like a razor thing. Oh, you know what? I might be able to use this. Happy New Year, everybody. Where are you coming at me from? Okay, here we go. I think this is better. Just writing for a Chicago 7 musical. Oh, that's awesome, Brandon. Hey, Linda. Finally caught you live again. It's been a while, but thank you. Please. Oh, yes, everybody. Please. Hey, Zach. Please, everybody, hit the like button and the share button if you can to share the stream. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I was trying to get to 20,000 subs before the end of the year. We did not, but that's okay. That's okay, because it's one sub at a time, one day at a time, okay? Just like sobriety. One sub at a time, one day at a time. Wait, hold on a sec. Sorry. Wait, can you guys? No, I unmuted it. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I lost my train of thought. Whoops. Yeah, so anyway, if you're not already subbed to the channel, please sub to the channel. That costs you nothing. If you want to support the channel financially, you can become a member or become a patron or a member on Ko-Fi. But if you just want to sub, then that's totally free. And yeah, become a member, a part of the channel, subscribe. Like I said, I wanted to get to 20,000 subs before the end of the year, and we didn't, and that's okay. Because like I said, it is one sub at a time, one day at a time. And we are here. I was thinking that we could talk about New Year's resolutions and have a little bit of fun, because there is a lot of depressing stuff happening in the world right now. And there is a lot of really depressing things happening in the world. And but there is also a lot of funny stuff happening too. So I feel like it would be fun to kind of go over some of our New Year's resolutions, and I'll read some of your New Year's resolutions too. And also go on Twitter and make fun of some of the right wingers. I thought that might also be fun. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think about that. From Mexico City. Hello. Happy New Year, Iran. Hello. Free Palestine. Yes. I went to a protest yesterday. It was great. Oh, great to hear, Ned. I never caught you live before. Thank you. My New Year's resolution is I want to start smoking and drinking alone. So, you know what I was thinking we could do, which might be fun? You guys let me know which one you would rather do. Would you rather go through New Year's resolutions overall? Okay. So, like, overall, or we could go through my Twitter feed where I posted a thread that I started asking chat or asking commenters on Twitter to post their favorite Zionist L's of the entire year. And we got some bangers, like some pretty good bangers over on Twitter when I said, let's post some Zionist L's. So, hey, Daniel, good to hear. Yeah, so buckle in, guys. Get ready, get your coffee if you have coffee, or if you're in the morning. Yeah, I've got my coffee, okay? I've got mine. grab your coffee, strap in. We're going to be here for the next 2 hours, okay? Because that's how we roll on here. 2 hours, not too long, not too short. And yeah, let me know in chat, okay? I want an answer, folks. If you would rather, they really need to offer like a poll option inside this thing that I use for streaming. If you guys would rather just talk about New Year's resolutions and kind of just talk like regular shit about right-wingers on Twitter and some of the idiots on Twitter that are posting about Joe Biden and how great he was, or do you want to go through my Zionist L tweets? All right, let's go. Let me know. I don't know how to do that, Emilog. One Earth Nation, vanilla soy chai. Trash on site. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, okay, so I posted it, and I think that we need to laugh. We need to laugh. What are your New Year's resolutions? Mine one to start videos because I just keep consuming news without publicly posting about. Okay, you know what, guys? We can do both. Okay, we can do both. Let's go. Let's use like 10 minutes to go through resolutions. Okay, and then we'll move on to looking at Twitter and talking about all the great Zionist L's of the year, because we're doing a recap now. We're doing a recap now. Okay, so we're gonna go through and do Zionist L's. Thank you so much, Linda, for a super chat. Let's start this new year with some super chats. You will hit 20. Oh, that's so sweet. Linda, you're so kind. You're so encouraging too. You're really a great member of the community, and you always say really encouraging things. I love you. Yeah, definitely. We will hit 20,000 soon. It's not just me, it's we're a community here. Yeah, if you want to support my work, as Linda mentioned, you can send super chats during this stream, which is just sending me tips basically to support the work I do, or you can send me money on Venmo or Cash App, but I appreciate every single super chat, no matter how big or small. I love you guys all. So let's start with, if you're not already subbed to the channel, sub, and New Year's resolutions. Let me let my dog out, but guys, start putting your resolutions in chat, okay? And you can also become a member. As you can see, Linda is a member on YouTube. She's wonderful, and you can become a member on YouTube as well. Hold on just a sec. I'm going to let my dog out. Linda W's. True. You want to go outside? Yeah, guys, I don't really wear my Bernie merch anymore, but like I still have like so much for like Bernie merch, but all my Palestinian merch right now is in the wash. Okay. I love that contact of you. Wait, contact? Oh, content of you in the... Wait, of you in the scarf telling the Zio... Oh, I'm not sure what you're referring to. I love your content. Always keep it. Thank you. Thank you. People like you give me hope for Americans. Oh, that's really sweet, Sarah. There are some really cool people here. You know, I know that America is kind of a terrorist state, you know. we're the biggest exporters of it, and our government is absolute garbage, and we're run by a bunch of oligarchs and corporations. But there are actually some really cool people here, but we don't really have a say in our government, you know. But that's what we need to work on changing. I think too many Americans are just ignorant and don't understand that, but they need to understand it. They need to wake up to it. That's part of my goal, is to get Americans to understand this. What do you think of Martin O'Malley running for the RNC or DNC? RNC, sorry, Freudian slip. LOL. LOL. Seriously, Martin O'Malley, he was the guy that had to drop out of the Democratic primary in 2016 because he was doing All Lives Mattering. Like, for real. You know what I love? The failing up. The failing up. Why do these people always have to fail up? You know, it used to be in the old days that if you were a giant loser, you had to fuck off. You know? Like, if you were a loser and you ran for office and you lost, you had to go away. Now they never go away. They just fail up. They become lobbyists. They become contractors for the military-industrial complex. They become pundits on MSNBC or CNN, and then they all run for office again. It's like, what are you losers doing? Go away. Go away. I don't ever want to hear from Martin O'Malley again. Thank you so much, Iz, for the super sticker. You didn't leave a comment, but I really appreciate the super sticker. Everything helps support the channel and my work so that I can even do this. Because, you know, at this point, I'm pretty much relying on just like content and the support of you fine folks to keep the lights on here, because I'm pretty, according to the shills and stuff, unhireable, some might say. They don't really want to hire me. They're just mad. They can't handle all this, you know? They can't handle how I keep it raw, so they don't want to hire me, you know? Who's really unhireable, you know? Good boy. Anyway, unhireable. What I mean by that is I've lost a lot of jobs. That's also why I started making content in the first place, because people kept not understanding or appreciating this excellence, you know? So I had to go into business for myself. Yeah, they're lost, bro. Okay. To all you jobs who either fired me or didn't hire me after I temped, you're lost. Okay. Guys, when I tell you that, thank God for like the ability to create content and become like a whatever I am. I am an artist, but like be able to create content and like be a full-time content creator. I don't even like, I'm saying content creator because it's broad, like vague and broad, but like a streamer. I'm a songwriter. I do activism. I do art. Like I do political commentary, political analysis, activism. Like I do a lot of things and I don't really know what to call it. So I just say content creator because I don't really know what to call myself. But the thing is that's funny about it and great about it is that when I tell you guys that I used to work for a fucking startup healthcare tech company, and what fresh hell that was actually fresh hell. Like it was the absolute worst. So yes, that's a shout out. That is a specific shout out to every single one of you who support my work, whether you are a member here on YouTube or you are a patron on the old Patreon, which I just only recently started my Patreon. I'm going to try to build that up and learn how to use it better, or Ko-Fi, which is like another alternative to Patreon. Well, any way that you guys like support my work and help me do this so that I can be full-time doing what I'm doing, I really appreciate. Because yeah, working in some of those jobs that didn't appreciate me. Okay. I'll just put it that way. Didn't appreciate all of this, you know? Luigi and Diddy are in the same jail. Yeah, but you know what? I heard the other inmates really like Luigi. They said that he was sharing some of his like money that he got, like commissary money. Is that what they call it? That he was sharing it. The people in the jail like him. That's why they gave him that fresh ass haircut and did his eyebrows, because he certainly didn't have that unibrow once he came back to New York. Startup and healthcare, two words that really shouldn't mix. True. Okay, so let's do our theater. True. Also, yes, I was always a squeaky wheel. Like I'm the type of person that if I were like at some shitty job and I would complain, like I complained a lot because these people are horrible. And yeah, for not living in the USA, you are some hope that you are not totally crazy. Well, thank you. Thank you. But so far, everyone I know You live in Sweden, Linda, if I'm remembering correctly. Most people I know from Sweden are really cool. And you guys, like everybody that I have interacted with from Sweden is really cool and really smart. It has a pretty good analysis of American politics. Thank you, Benjamin Franklin. I didn't know you came back from the dead to come give me a super chat base. Thank you. So glad to catch you live. Put this toward the next heating bill. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Speaking of like my horrible bills, you guys, when I tell you that I have been in an ongoing fight with T-Mobile for like a month and a half now, because these assholes still are charging me for shit that I'm not using. Like they're charging me, they were supposed to give me a credit on my account. I'm not going to go off about this forever because I know like no one cares. And this is like life story no one asked for, but I just have to make fun of it for just one sec because they're so incompetent. They broke my modem and then I tried to send the modem back and they wouldn't let me. So I had to buy a new modem, even though they said they would credit me for it. And then I was on the phone with them for 2 hours, 2 hours on the phone with them, trying to get them to credit back my account, what they overcharged me. And for these little modem thingies, tracker things that I didn't even sign up for. So long story short, they told me that they were going to fix it. And I'm like, cool. They're like, you'll see a credit on your next bill. Wouldn't you know, I got my bill and it's not on there. The credit's not on there. And now because I got pissed, I refuse to pay my bill because I want them to fix it. And now they're charging me late fees for being late on my bill when it's because of these motherfuckers that I haven't paid the bill because they keep overcharging me. And it's like, where do you go? Because we actually don't live in a free market. So when they're like, Verizon sucks too. I actually came to T-Mobile because Verizon sucked and I left Verizon. So it's like free market my ass cheeks, okay? It's such lies. But anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate you so much, Benjamin Franklin. I'm glad you're here on the live. I'm glad every single one of you are here on this live. And I appreciate so much your contribution, your super chat. Yeah, and jobs that don't support their workers, I want us to change that, you know? Like I want us to fight back against that because I think that for too long, Americans, we have just accepted the abuse. You know what I mean? Like we've just accepted the abuse. Oh, Auto Carnage, thank you so much for the super chat. Obsolete 75-year-old non-vet, still into... Oh my gosh, that is so cool, Auto Carnage. First of all, thank you very much for the super chat. Okay, you're obviously a cool boomer if you know how to use the super chat function on YouTube. Also, thank you for, I'm pretty sure if you're 75, you're a boomer, but thank you for reminding me. And of course I know this. I say it like, you know, like as a generalization, but of course I know not all boomers are like terrible, but thank you for reminding me that some boomers are still actually based anti-war activists. Not all of them sold out, okay? And Auto Carnage is one of them. So thank you, Auto. I'm very happy to see that I've got a cool boomer in my community. That's amazing. I work in finance and I keep putting free Palestine stickers in the bathroom to piss off the bakers. Based. You know what I love? I actually do love when I'll occasionally run into somebody who works in the finance industry or like works in one of those really like high powered areas, but they're actually like a leftist and they're fucking shit up like and doing shit like that. I think it's hilarious. Because you don't see it that often. You really don't. It's pretty funny. Thank you so much, Nora, for the NOK. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you. Oh, JK, you put it in the chat. LOL, you put it in the super chat. It is Norway currency. Thank you from Norway, as Trump would say. Norway. We want immigrants from Norway. Thank you. There is no competition. There is more and enough land. Yes, I know. It's one of those things that I feel like people really do need to wake up to. We really need to make people understand is that it's actually all manufactured. We all manufacture. It's all. Oh, Linda says, "Hey neighbor, Norway." Yes, it is. It is all manufactured. It really is. It's all manufactured for capitalist exploitation, you know? Because there is absolutely no reason why there should be a single impoverished kid in America, and yet we have millions. Okay? Like, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But it's funny because Americans are so propagandized, but we think we're not. We think other countries are propagandizing. We're not. We have the facts, Jack. But like we're so like Americans are so propagandized that we actually believe that we live in a free market system and it's just the marketplace of ideas, man, and the cream rises to the top, man, and it's a meritocracy, man, and if you're poor it's because you just didn't work hard enough, man. It's like it's such insane propaganda that we are raised from birth to believe. And I believed it too. Like that's how I was raised, you know, and I was raised poor. I was raised poor and I would be told, yeah, the reason why we're poor is because of us. It's a moral failing. And yes, in some ways, people make choices that are bad. My parents made a lot of bad choices that contributed to our poverty, but it's not all on them. And people want to ignore the systemic contributions to poverty and the fact that this scarcity is a mentality that is purposefully put in people so that they accept nothing. Because if every worker had a unionized job or like had a good paying job, like it's very different than when you can scare the shit out of people to make them think that somebody else is coming for their job so they will work for as little as possible. Thank you so much for the super chat, Bender. You didn't leave a comment, but I would have read it because I always try to read all the comments, but obviously I'm going to read the super chat comments priority, but you did not leave them. But thank you very much for the 1312. I'm not sure if that's supposed to signify something, but if it does, I don't know what it is. Okay. So, yes, and we've brainwashed everybody into thinking that like being a billionaire is an admirable goal and something we should defend. 1312 is ACAB. Okay, cool. All right. As long as it wasn't some like Schnazi shit, you know. Cool. Okay. Yes, Americans are the most propagandized, but we're also very narcissistic, so we really don't want to acknowledge that. You know what I mean? Like, but also, I think we have indoctrinated our citizens, and I used to be the same way. Again, it's something that you have to purposefully undo. That to be a billionaire is something you should aspire to do, and you should defend them at all costs because you might be one day, instead of looking at that as a failure of the system and something to hold contempt toward, which we should. Billionaires should not exist. We should hold fucking contempt for people that are billionaires because the only reason why they're billionaires is because they exploited other people and other systems. We should not aspire to be that. It's gross. But it took me time to undo that thinking. Especially as a poor person. I feel like especially like when you are poor, you are really indoctrinated into thinking that like it's your responsibility to be rags to riches. All right, guys. My family is kind of rich, upper middle class. I'm afraid they'll disown me for my radical views. Yeah, because being rich usually comes with like very conservative economic views. So hey, Donald. All right, so let's get to the goals. We've only been in here for like 25 minutes, so let's do like 10 minutes of what our goals are. And then we'll move on to dunking on going through our favorite Zionist L's for the year. Thank you so much again for everybody who is donating super chats and Venmo. And by the way, I'm going to have to send specific thank yous to some of the people that did. But there were a couple of people last week that specifically donated to my Venmo or Cash App. I can't remember because my tooth broke in half and I don't have insurance. So I was basically like, I still have it. Wow. See that? It's my very back molar. Anyway, it cracked in half and fell off. And I can't fix it because I can't fix it yet because I don't have insurance. And there were a couple people last week, and you know who you are if you did, who either saw my video on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. I post across multiple accounts, so I don't know where they saw it, that sent me money on Venmo and specifically for my tooth. So I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who did that. I'm setting it aside so that I actually can use it toward my tooth. It's obviously not enough for me to have my tooth fixed, but I'm setting it aside so I can put it toward that. So I want you guys to know who did do that. Thank you so much. And I am saving it for that purpose. So thank you. Okay, so New Year's resolutions. Let's go. Oh, Blanco. Usually it's like it can be close to $1,000. I don't even know what it is out of pocket. Yeah, I don't even know how much it is out of pocket to fix it. How much to fix a crown in New York? Yeah, okay. So it says on average it ranges from 500 to 1,500. The cost of a crown in New York City is somewhere between $1,000 to $3,000. Okay, that makes sense. $1,000 to $3,000 because I live in Brooklyn, so I live in a very expensive area. But I am hoping. Oh shit! I'm hoping. I just lost my train of thought again. I'm hoping to be able to get insurance soon. The insurance won't cover the whole thing, so I'll still have to pay for some of it, but I'm hoping to get insurance soon and be able to at least get some of it. I just hope I don't have to leave it like this for too long, you know what I mean? Man. Okay. Same as every year, world takeover. That reminds me of what is it called? What was that cartoon called in the 90s? Pinky and the Brain? And we'll take over the world. Be a Luigi, not an Elon based. Where coffee, I know. I've heard a lot of people say Mexico too for a place to get your teeth fixed, but I haven't yet gotten a recommendation. I need to like find someone, like a specific place. Because I don't know anything about Mexico. So like I would need to find like a specific place. Resolution, start publishing a Substack, a YouTube content, climb a 5'11", do multi-pitch, complete a Mandarin course. Oh wow. No, that's a lot of goals, but those are cool goals. To face what scares me at a sustainable rate. That's pretty good. Yeah, not to mention going to Mexico was a whole thing in and of itself. And I still haven't, like, I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to start. I know medical tourism is a thing, but I wouldn't even know where to start. New Year's resolution is to keep helping people who need it and trying to stay positive in the world. The world needs more love. Cheesy, I know, but that's just me. No, it's not cheesy. It's true. I think that's a great goal. Probably put some more effort into learning BSL, British Sign Language. Oh, nice. That's a good goal. And Linda, I don't think it is cheesy because we actually do live in a very dark and very scary world. And we need more love and people wanting to help other people, especially since, the time that we're living in is scary. It's like sometimes people will like dog that and be like, oh, it's not scary. Like you're just xenophobic or whatever. And of course, like, I'm not saying like being xenophobic is okay. Like, of course, absolutely not. We should always push back against any type of xenophobia. But I'm talking about in general, when it comes to the world we live in, how fast it is changing, how fast technology is changing, how quickly people are being put out of jobs. The US empire is actually crumbling and collapsing in front of our faces. I think it'll be the next 10 years that the empire collapses, if not this year. I can see it happening. Like all the signs are there. nuclear war is being threatened. There's wars all over the place. Like, we've watched a genocide in 4K of the Palestinians. Like, people can't afford to eat. People don't have job security. The billionaires are trying to turn everything into one big monarchy. Like, AI is like very new and very aggressive and really scary. Like, there is a lot. Climate change is raging. Like, we're living in a scary time. So I think it's understandable that, like, people are afraid. And I think that there needs to be more people that are on the right side, you know? How could anyone feel safe with American healthcare? True. True. Our healthcare system is a joke. Like, it's an actual crime. It's a crime. It's criminal. The healthcare system in the United States is criminal. And that's another thing people are scared of. People are scared of that. Like, no one is asking, which makes me insane. Well, I guess some people are asking now, which is good. Why do we have it? It's a joke. The insurance system. Why do we have it? It's a joke. What is the argument for the insurance system in this country? Socialism. Oh, we don't want to be socialist. So let's have a for-profit middleman that acts like a mafia. What does Kyle Kalinske always say? A rapacious mafia middleman. Come between you and your doctor so that what? So that your care is more expensive? So that insurance profiteers can get rich off your sickness? And so that we can say it's not socialism? Like, give me the legitimate argument for the insurance companies. Why are you here? Why are you here? Literally, there is no point in them. They are just profiteers that gouge people and make tons of money off of people's sickness, suffering, and fear, and then bankrupt people so that they can be rich. Medical bankruptcy is the number one form of bankruptcy in the United States, and they bankrupt people so that their CEOs can make more money. And what do they do? What do they do with their money? Do they reinvest it? Because you'll hear this fear-mongering tact from a lot of capitalists too, and a lot of right-wingers. You'll hear them say, oh, but if we don't have them, they won't put money into research and development and making new products. And what product do they make? What product does the insurance company make? They don't make a product. They don't make a product. They're holding you hostage. They hold you ransom. What product do they make? And they don't put their money into creating products or research and development. They don't do any of that shit. They buy back their own stock because so much of the CEO's compensation is tied up in their stock. So they buy back their own stock. And this helps us how? Stock buybacks used to be illegal. Stock buybacks used to be illegal. And they're legal now because this country is incredibly corrupt. And that's what I mean when I say we are on the verge of a collapse of this empire, because all of this is unsustainable and it's starting to come to a head. It is. The check is starting to come due. And you know how, like, they always say, like, rats fleeing a sinking ship? It's what it feels like the billionaire class is doing. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like that the billionaire class and the incoming Trump administration are there to loot the treasury because they know it's sinking. They know that the American empire ship is sinking. And so they're going into Trump's administration so that they can loot the treasury as much as possible while it goes down. There's absolutely no point in having the healthcare profiteers that we have, the healthcare companies that we have. It's a joke. Again, I would challenge any of you or anyone who comes across this who's a right-winger to give me the argument for the for-profit insurance system and why we need it. Because we don't. I've had Medicaid before and it's awesome and you don't need it. Medicaid in New York was amazing. The reason why they didn't give Medicaid under Obamacare when it passed the expansion to the red states is because they wanted to punish the poors, and they were afraid that if they gave Medicaid to the red states that the people would like it so much they wouldn't want to give it up. That's what they're afraid of, because that's exactly what happened to me. When I got Medicaid for the first time, like as an adult in New York, after Obamacare passed, I couldn't believe how good it was. And it made me think, what the hell is going on with private insurance? Then when I went back to work and I had to get on private insurance again, I was pissed because my Medicaid was so much better than the private insurance. So understand that. That's the reason why when Obamacare was expanded and they expanded Medicare, the red states rejected the money and rejected doing it because they didn't want poor people and regular people. They wanted to punish the poor, but they also didn't want regular people to get a sense of how good Medicaid could actually be, for fear that people wouldn't want to give it back. Because they know that like programs like Social Security and Medicare are third rails because people don't want to give them back. So that's why. Okay. There's absolutely no point in for-profit health insurance. It's such a joke. It's such a scam. And once again, it used to be illegal to buy back your own stock. It used to be illegal to do stock trading in Congress, but they're all doing it because all these corrupt people, whether it's the oligarchs and plutocrats like Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk and people who have military contracts, or whether it's the CEOs of the healthcare companies, or whether it's the people in Congress, they are all trying to loot the treasury, as they understand and know that the American empire is in a state of decline and will collapse, and they want to get their money while they can. Thank you for the super chat, Nora. I hate capitalism more every day. I know. The more I learn about it, the more I hate it. Because I think I had like a skewed idea of what it was back in the day. Like, I don't think I understood fully what it was. I thought I had like the American version of what it was. But now the more I understand about it, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's crazy. I hate blue staters who move to red states for less taxes. Yeah, but that's kind of an unfair thing to say because a lot of the red states get their tax revenue from blue states. So if you actually look at where tax revenue comes from, so much of that tax revenue is only possible because people in blue states pay such high taxes. I love the advice. Invest in Bitcoin. Oh my gosh, I know. First of all, who has money to buy Bitcoin? Bitcoin's expensive. Who has money for that? Second of all, cryptocurrency is a scam. It's a scam. It's another way for them to transfer wealth to the top. And that's actually another way they're doing it. You know how I just said earlier, I just went on my whole spiel about how they're looting the treasury as the empire collapses. They're doing that with crypto, and they're about to do it on steroids in the government because Trump's donors want them to create like a reserve, a government reserve for cryptocurrency, and they want to use that to transfer taxpayer money to the top so that when they inevitably crash out Bitcoin, they'll get taxpayer money to pay for it. Okay. And you'll note that all the crypto bros were like, oh no, we love cryptocurrency because the government can't touch it, man. It's deregulated, man. It's the free market at work, man. We love it because it's untouched, man. It's decentralized. But now, because the rich are actually the welfare bums, rich crypto bros, want to go into Trump's administration. They've already bought their way in, and they want to create a reserve to protect cryptocurrency so that when they inevitably crash it, just like they did in 08, you know who will pay for it? You, me. They want us to pay for it. Because if it actually was the free market, if they crash crypto, then they lose all that money. They lose it all. But they don't want to do that because they don't actually believe in a free market. Okay. They don't actually believe in a free market. They never did. They believe in welfare for the rich. They believe in socialism for the rich. And they believe in rugged individualism for the poor. And they want to socialize the losses of the money to the American people while running out the back door with all the cash. And that's why they want to create this reserve for cryptocurrency. Once again, proving how full of shit they are when they said that it was about staying away from government. If you thought crypto was about getting away from government, then why do you want a crypto reserve in the government other than to have the taxpayers bail you out when you inevitably go belly up? Okay. Why is it going so fast? I hate capitalism for the same principle that I hate democracy. Democracy is demographical capitalism. It's why Marxism fails. Its democratic principles creates dead weight that collapses eventually. I'm not sure I understand this tweet. Tweet. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying in this chat. Because I don't really know what is, at least as far as I understand it, I think that democracy is good. But we might be talking about different definitions and what we mean by democracy. Democracy did give us Trump again. So, yeah, but it's not really democracy, actually. That we don't actually live in a democracy. I like the idea of democracy, but I don't really think we live in one. Democracies don't have electoral colleges. Like, how is that democracy? How is the electoral college democracy? How is our system is so corrupt. It's not democracy when you can buy votes. It's not democracy when Elon Musk can come in and spend $250 million, $250 million in 3 months to help get Trump elected. That's not democracy. That's oligarchy. That's oligarchy. And honestly, we've already lived in an oligarchy for a while. You've just seen it accelerate. And you knew people at the time that Citizens United passed said this. Like at the time that Citizens United happened, people, including people like Bernie Sanders, including people like Chris Hedges, including people like Noam Chomsky, said this is just going to accelerate oligarchy because now it's going to be that the biggest buyer, the biggest bidder gets to buy democracy. And that's exactly what has happened. Thank you, Noor, for the thank you, Noor, for the super chat. Nora, neoliberalism is basically socialism. Exactly. True. True. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Eric, for gifting 5 I Am Blakely memberships. So what that means, guys, is that if you're not already a member, Eric generously just bought 5 memberships so you can become a member. Thank you, Eric. Join the fam. Late to the stream, but home everyone had a good new year. Yes, because I'm excited about this new year, guys, because we have a lot that we're going to need to work on. Yes, this is a plutocracy. Absolutely true. Yes, you guys, I'm excited for the new year, guys, because we have a lot of shit that we need to get done this year. Okay. And by that, I mostly mean like we need to do a lot of community building and a lot of organizing and a lot of relationship building and a lot of resisting to this fascist oligarchy that we are living in. And I think that we really need to be there for each other this year. We need to be in the business of educating our fellows. We need to be in the business of educating other people, building community, helping one another in every way that we can, and fighting back against this fascist uniparty, really, because Trump is going to usher in more fascism, more oligarchy, more plutocracy, and the Democrats are going to stand there and help him do it. They're going to help him do it. And like I said, as the empire collapses, we are going to witness a lot of people who are really wealthy looting the place on their way out because they're going to be like rats from a sinking ship, and they're going to be like, we got to get ours while we can. That's exactly what the cryptocurrency thing is about, the Bitcoin thing. They want to loot the place and get theirs while they can. And they want to get suckers to buy into Bitcoin so that when Bitcoin does collapse, the few people at the top can loot the place, and then the taxpayers on the hook and they can run out the back. So I think that a lot of this year is going to have to also be about us really being there for each other, because I think that we are in a collapsing system and we need to support each other. We need to be there for each other because it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. We're going to watch fascists come in. We're going to watch more oligarchy, more plutocracy, more erosion of our rights. And I think that we just really need to all be there for each other. We need to build community with each other. We need to be empathetic to each other, gentle with each other. Michael Brooks always said, the late great Michael Brooks, that you should be brutal with systems and kind to people. And we should be trying our best to help each other, educate each other, and just be there for the people that are being harmed by all of this. And also have fun and laugh, because you can't do anything, in my opinion, without laughing through some of it. I think that that's how we get through this also, is by laughing. And also we have to do everything we can this year to continue to fight the fascist Israeli regime and the apartheid and the genocide in Gaza and in Palestine. That is a huge goal, I think, that of mine, and I think it should be for all of us. That was why I went to that protest yesterday, because I wanted to I wanted to reaffirm my commitment to the Palestinian cause and to Palestinian liberation, and liberation by extension of all people. So One Earth Nation, you're joking, right? The Israeli regime is a good example of true democracy. Lamau, you have to, I hope you're kidding. You have to be kidding. Yeah, but so that's why I went to the that's why I went to that protest yesterday, because I wanted to reaffirm my commitment to Palestinian liberation. I think that we all need to reaffirm and reestablish our commitment to Palestinian liberation and continue to fight for free Palestine, fight for the end of the genocide and freedom for the Palestinians and all people, all oppressed people around the world. I think that's really important. Obviously, Palestine is at the forefront of this fight. So yeah, that's one of my oh, Boney Bird, hey, how's it going? Oh, you saw our new skit, our little skit, me and Jason. Yeah, you know, we were going to do more last night. I was going to do more, but then I started feeling really like tired, and I realized it was because I hadn't eaten all day. So then I was like, oh man, we should have done more. We should have done more skits, but we didn't, because I was like feeling really tired, and I was like, oh, I'm hungry. That's why. But we're going to try to do another one before he leaves. If you guys haven't seen that, I think Jacob posted it on Instagram. Hey, Osman. Yeah, and I have other goals too, obviously, other New Year's resolutions and stuff that I have. Bless you for linking up with Jacob Berger. I know. Thank you, Ned. I know Jacob is great. We made a lot of funny skits together, and he's great. He's funny, you know, he's a comedian and actor, and he's really good about like how to actually like do the skits. Like he's good about like where to stand and lighting and like all that kind of shit that I have no idea what I'm doing. So he's really like good with that too. And yesterday, before we went to the protest in New York City, we went to this Palestinian owned cafe called Mo Cafe, which I didn't even know was Palestinian owned, and it was great. Happy New Year to you too, Nancy. Oh, I forgot to put on Twitter that I was live. Was that Jacob in the Luigi skit? Yeah, it was. But yeah, so I have a lot of goals this year, you know? I have a lot of goals this year. Like some just like personal goals, like I want to make sure that I would like to get my other dog neutered. He's still not neutered. That's another goal. And then probably my biggest goal would be that I want to get out of debt. That would be my biggest thing. Being in debt really sucks. I'm sure many of you can relate, because at least according to the statistics I've seen, a lot of Americans are in a lot of credit card debt, and so am I in a lot of debt. So yeah, that's my goal for this year, is one of my personal goals is to get out of debt. No, Blanca, I have to neuter him. I know some people are against that, but I do it because he's been very aggressive recently, like really aggressive, growling, biting, and doing neutering my other dog, which I already did, cut that out because my other dog was doing it too. He started getting more aggressive, growling, biting, and then we got him neutered and he stopped. So I don't know why people are against neutering dogs. Oh, that too. And that's the least of it. He humps all the time and it's annoying, but like that's the least of it. I get worried when he gets really aggressive and starts growling and snapping. Thanks, ice cream. Yeah, guys, don't get too excited about it. I mean, it's a goal of mine, but it's definitely not the first goal because like he's fine without it too. Like he can um yeah, I know what you mean, Ned, about doing that, about trying to find a balance. It's difficult. It's difficult because it makes me really sad. And I already have mental health issues as it is. Speaking of which, I'm like fighting with my fucking uh like pharmacy because I'm trying to get my prescriptions filled. And because I don't have insurance right now, they're like bullshitting me, like with all stuff, whatever. The point is, I hear you. It can be difficult. I'm on medication for my own mental health issues and shit. I think it's a matter of trying to find things that also make you happy or make you laugh at the very least. That's what I try to do in spending time with my family and yeah, trying to spend time with people that you love and also, if you and get in community with people if you are, because I know that there are a lot of people that are very lonely, and that is a legitimate concern for people. And if that's you, if you are really lonely, like make sure that you are like being in community with people, whether that's online or in real life. I think that's important too. And sometimes it's, just going to somewhere where you can help get things off your chest. Like for me, another goal of mine, Ned, in regards to like mental health, is doing the steps in ACA. I'm in ACOA, which is Adult Children of Alcoholics. And I'm also in recovery from alcoholism. And sometimes, honestly, just like going to meetings and being around other like minded people, people who understand the struggle of what that's like, is really helpful. That's really, really helpful, is finding other people who to be in community with who are also in similar boats as you. So, like, anybody can be an ACA. I always recommend ACA for anybody that's working on themselves mentally or emotionally. You don't have to be an alcoholic yourself to be an ACA. You don't have to be the child of an alcoholic, but everybody has a dysfunctional family to some degree. And I think it's a great program if you're for people who are ready and serious about working on themselves, but it definitely is hard. Like I started doing the steps in ACA years ago and I had to stop because I wasn't really ready for it. Like it was triggering a lot of trauma. But I feel like I'm stable enough now to where I've been sober for 10 years now. So I feel like I'm stable enough to where I can kind of try to get back into them. Because the first time I tried to do the steps in ACOA, I was, I think, 2 years sober and I was not ready to do the steps in ACA. So I think like I'm maybe ready now. Benny, I've never drank alcohol before and I'm 27. Is that weird? No, no, it's not. I didn't drink until I was 21, which is kind of funny that I ended up becoming an alcoholic. um, and it also depends, Benny, on why you don't drink. People don't drink for different reasons. Thank you, One Earth. People don't drink. I don't drink, obviously, because I'm an alcoholic, but like, which is funny, the reason why I didn't drink until I was 21 is because I thought that I kinda knew I would be an alcoholic. Like, I feared it because both of my parents are alcoholics. So I was like, "Oh, I don't wanna drink because if I drink, I'm gonna become an alcoholic." Then I started drinking because I kinda convinced myself, like, "Oh, I'll be fine." And then I became an alcoholic. I used to drink every day hardcore, but now, yeah, honestly, I'm so grateful I'm sober. I really am. Even though I wouldn't have told you that. I wouldn't have told you that the first couple of years I was sober, because the first couple of years I was sober were hell. Like, it was very difficult for me. I had a very, very hard time getting sober. It was very hard. But now that I've been sober for a while, and the longer I'm sober, the more grateful I am that I am. Thank you, Nora, for becoming a member. Woo! We love our members here in the Blakely house. I want you guys to give yourselves a cute name. You know how like all the different communities have their own little names? Like they have like I don't know. I like how like Destiny calls his community the Daliban, which is kind of funny. Even though Destiny is like Islamophobic, so it's not funny in that sense, but it would be funny if he wasn't Islamophobic. But I want a cute name for our community. So no, guys, we go through this every couple streams where somebody asks me my age, guys, and I'm always like, no, I don't answer that question, because people are always mean. Either mean or they feel bad, and so they'll try to like say something nice to make me feel better. Also, I just don't think it's important. I feel like people use it like your age to discredit you. If you're older than you they think you are, they'll discredit you. If you're younger than they think you are, then they discredit you for that. Yeah, so I don't even like telling people. And a lot of times, like I said, people in my the reason why I used to not like telling people was because they would always insult me. They'd be like, uh, I'd be like, I'm this age, right? And they would be like, oh, I thought you were like 5 years older than that. You look a lot older. Like people will be like so rude. So like whatever. uh anyway. Uh Hello everybody. Yeah, I did a bunch of really horrible things while I was drinking. So, honestly, it's better for everybody that I don't. Blakelings, that's really funny. Sloan, Blakelings, because we were talking about nicknames for the community. That actually is really funny. Blakelings. Isn't it rude to ask people their age? Yeah, yes, it is. And it's also, I don't like it also because people are really ageist. You know what I mean? And in both directions. If somebody thinks that like someone's older, they're ageist against them for being older. But if somebody thinks that somebody is younger than they thought they were, they'll be ageist that way and be like, "Oh, well, you don't know anything." I don't know. I just think it's stupid, and I don't think that it's relevant to what I'm not a woman, Saul. I'm non-binary. Uh, yes, thank you, random stuff. It is they. Okay, guys, so let's, if you guys want to, yeah, if somebody volunteers their age, like that's cool, but like I don't go out of my way to like tell people, because like I said, I just had a bad experience with it. People are rude and cringe, and then I just decided, why am I putting myself through that when like people when it is absolutely not important or relevant to what I do. Yeah, so anyway, um I think that I gave my New Year's resolutions, most of them. Uh Blakesters, Blakelings, Blakers. I do. Blakers doesn't. Blinkers doesn't. That's really funny. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Itamar. That is so funny. Blankets. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, guys. So what I want to do now, and of course, obviously, I'm going to have some like personal goals as far as like um trying to like get out of debt, but also like my like broader goals are like, one of my goals is to grow the channel. I've got big plans in 2025. I want to grow the community, grow the channel. We are looking for another mod on the Discord because apparently there was a person like we only have like 2 mods on the Discord, but I guess we need more. Someone told one of my mods said we need another mod. So yeah, we definitely need another Blake Arenos. uh yeah, we definitely need another mod on the Discord. But yeah, one of my other goals is to obviously like grow the channel. Right now, my immediate goal is to get to 20,000. So if you're not already subscribed, please do. Another goal is to start making sure that I'm being consistent with the live streams. Cause as you guys know, it's been all over the place. I never have like a set time or a set date. I need to be so much better about that. One of my goals this year is to get a consistent time and down. Also to learn how to do private streams on Patreon and Ko-Fi because I want to do private streams for everybody that's members, like once a month, members only stream for people who are members on YouTube and members on Patreon and Ko-Fi, but I don't know how to do that to bring in everyone because like you can stream privately on YouTube, but I don't know how to include the people who are patrons and the people who are on Ko-Fi. Like I don't know how to include everybody to make sure that they get access to that private stream too. So that's another goal, to figure out how to do that, how to incorporate those 3 platforms so that everybody who is a paying member can get that like private stream, AMA, like whatever with me every month. And by the way, thank you so much for the super chat. What's up? Where'd it go? Okay. Thank you, Linda, again for the super chat. I'm so proud of you and keep it real. That's what I love about you. Thank you. I'm staying, but it's really late here. It's just after midnight and I need to work early. So have a great time. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for that generous super chat. We love Linda here. Linda's so great. She's always reminding everybody to like the stream. All right, Linda, get some rest. Thank you, Henry, so much for the $20 super chat. Happy New Year. I was just thinking that last night that I'm ACOA explains a lot. I didn't know about the group I missed member stream because of the time difference. Yes, see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. First of all, and what I do, ADHD can't function without. Yeah, no, 100%. I totally hear that. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out. Cause I know that, people are all in different time zones. That's why it's kind of been difficult because like you, Henry, I know you subscribe to Patreon. And so like, I don't know, Patreon gives you an option to do a stream, but I can't include people from Ko-Fi and I can't include people from YouTube. So I'm like, it's annoying. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. And also not only to be able to include everybody that is a paying member to be able to get access to that private stream and AMA, but also to get it where everybody can join. Because I was looking at it and when I did a poll for members and was like, when do you guys want to do it? I was getting all these different times because you guys are all in different time zones. So I'm like, it's on my goal list to figure out how to do. I want to figure out how to do it. Want to figure out how to do it. Going to figure out how to do it. And I'm gonna figure out how to do it. We'll figure it out. But thank you so much for the generous super chat. All right, okay. So now, thank you, Benjamin Franklin, again for the super chat. Oh my gosh, do not tell me that the link isn't working. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Do you guys know how many times I regenerated a link for the Discord? Oh my gosh, why am I an idiot? That was such a good point that was just made by Benjamin Franklin. I could do it on Zoom. Duh. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? I'm like, how do I do it with the Ko-Fi members and the Patreon members and the YouTube members? Duh. I can do it on Zoom. Thank you, Benjamin Franklin, for the amazing, not just the super chat, Benjamin, but thank you for that amazing idea. Boing. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't think I need a mod yet for the YouTube chat. I don't think it's big enough yet. Thank you. Benjamin, you are the best. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But like I'm actually going to lose my mind about the Discord because I cannot tell you how many times I've regenerated links for it. And it's maddening because I already put on it do not expire, right? Like cuz sometimes the links expire. I put on it don't expire and then they expire again. It's like calm down. I need to calm down. Okay. Each time. Yes, it breaks the previous one. Yeah, but Henry, I put one on it, a new one that I put don't expire and then made that main one in my YouTube channel. I just know that they asked me to add another mod. So let me see if but now it runs fine for me. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can. But I know I did this. I know I did. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. And I never remember how to I never remember how to regenerate the link anyway. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Hold on. Expires never. Okay, so I'm putting it on never. Generate new link. Copy the link. And now I'm going to go to YouTube Studio. And we're approximately 1,500 members away from hitting 20,000. Okay, and then in the community tab, wait. I thought that's where you put it. Wait, I thought the community tab was where you put the Hold on. All right, you guys, try this. I'm going to update the Discord link, hopefully for the last time. All right, try it, guys, and let me know if it works. Literally losing my mind over there. I can't. All right, tell me if it works now, you guys. I just re-updated it. No, Benjamin, I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I think it's something wrong with Discord. Okay, so now that we've done all that, definitely join the Discord. Hopefully it works. Thank you, Ned. Okay, good. It does. I know that my mod in Discord is looking for another moderator. Just to make sure, there isn't any chicanery happening in there. Okay, good. Good. Okay, good. And I don't want to have to update the link again because I put never. I put expires never. So it should not expire. Okay. All right. So once again, let us reset because we're going to do the Zionist L's. So if you are just joining, because I'm streaming on multiple platforms, thank you for being here. If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. We're only 1,500 members away or subscribers away from being at 20,000. And you should tell your friends because this is the YouTube channel that they all didn't know they needed, okay? All these other channels that are more well-known, okay? They're all like, oh, yeah, all these other channels. Yeah, because they haven't found me yet, okay? You guys are in on the ground floor. All of you guys that are here, you're all in on the ground floor because there are a lot of people that don't even know. They don't even know we're here yet, but they will. They will. Oh, they will. Yeah, so subscribe if you have not. And we are going to work on, we went over our goals already, okay? And I was talking about some of my goals about growing the channel and actually getting a specific set time that I actually do these streams and the private streams, which thanks to Benjamin Franklin, I'm going to do on Zoom. Which, by the way, I should put that in the Discord, but then I'm going to need you guys to put your emails in then so that I can send you an email, like a private link, a private email to invite you guys to the stream. So whether you're a YouTube member, a member on YouTube, or you're a member on Ko-Fi or Patreon, I'm going to need all the emails so that I can send you guys. What I'll do is when I do the private stream, I'll send you guys an invite and it'll have all the emails on it. I think that's how you do it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We're doing this together. I'm building the plane as we're flying it. You know what I mean? Okay. So yeah, become a subscriber if you are not already. That's free. If you want to become a member and support the work that I do and all of that fun shit, then you can on any of those platforms. And you can also donate to my Cash App or Venmo if you just want to throw me a tip. And yeah. Also, subscribe to all my other channels too, like TikTok and shit, and Instagram, although we don't know how long, and Twitter. Actually, if you guys don't already follow me on Twitter, you should absolutely follow me on Twitter because we have a lot of fun on Twitter, okay? It's one of the least censored, so I can talk the most shit. Anyway, now let us go in to the second part of this programming where we laugh at some of the responses that I got on a tweet that I put out called "What were the year's best Zionist L's?" Okay, so let's go. Oh, wait, sorry, hold on. I gotta read those 2 super chats. Always read all my super chats. Don't ignore any. Thank you, Venom, for the 300 ISK super chat. What are your thoughts on anti-Zionist right-wingers? I think that it depends. I think that you can work with them sometimes. Depending on whether or not what their reason for being anti-Zionist is. You know what I mean? If they understand why Zionism is evil, then sure, definitely. But if they're only anti-Zionist or anti-Israel because they're anti-Semitic, well then obviously that's not who we want to be working with here. But if they're anti-Zionist for the right reasons, because they understand that the Israeli regime is a genocidal regime that needs to be dismantled, then yes, always try to work with people where you can. Thank you. Happy New Year. Thank you, Midas. Thank you. Okay, so I got to those. Okay, so let's go through these Zionist L's. One of my absolute favorite, one of the biggest bangers of the year. Come on, why isn't it working? Bro. Oh my gosh, why? Is something wrong with Twitter? One of the things trending on Twitter's Explore is YouTube censorship debate, free speech, or monetization control. YouTube censors too. They all do. It's honestly just a matter of varying degrees of how they censor. and what they censor. I don't know why it's not working. This is so ridiculous. All right, I guess I'll just have to scroll down to it. Oh, did you guys see? It was so great. The Stop Anti-Semitism account got really triggered by the fact that I made a video making fun of how deranged they are for going after Miss Rachel, and they started like fighting with people in my Instagram comments and commenting on my Instagram. So embarrassing. Okay. Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Sorry. I just had to go through it individually because I thought I could just do it through the mentions, but for some reason it's not working. Okay, here we go. All right. And you guys are going to love the picture that I had. Oh, I forgot to put also on my New Year's resolution list that I want to start having people on my show. I want to start having people like come on, and talk to me. I think that would be cool too. Also, we're going to try to re-update the show with me and Chris and Nor. We're going to try to do that at some point this year too. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, but please tell me why this is not the best. The best. Yes, oh Boney Bird, tell Jank to come on my show. Come on my show, Jank. I want to talk to him about this right-wing pivot. But can we just acknowledge how amazing this is? This picture of Ethan Klein. It says, why does anybody care? Why does nobody care? Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. Ethan declined. Oh man. Oh my gosh, my nails hurt. I just took my nails off, my Palestine nails that I had for a while, and ooh, they are hurting from it. I need to like put some moisturizer on them, some nail healer. No, but that's why that's why I have to have you guys help me out by telling them to come on my show because I don't think that if I just like invite them on, some of these people are great and they may, but some of these people are snobs and they'll be like, oh, well, Blakely doesn't have nearly enough as subs or as many subs as like I do or other lefty accounts. So I'm not going to go on there. So you guys got to go and go to bat for me. You guys got to go to bat for me and be like, stop being snobs. Okay. Stop being snobs. Stop acting like you're better than people. Okay. The left should be propping each other up. Okay. Period. I don't care if I have a smaller channel. I don't care. You should be engaging with other left accounts. Like if you're on the left, you should be engaging with if you are on the left, you should be engaging with your comrades. Okay. Especially since, do you ever see the right doing that shit? No, you never see the right doing that shit. Never. They always help each other out and prop each other up. Okay. No, dissidents never reached out to me. Boo. They should though. They don't even follow me back on Twitter. I follow them on Twitter and they don't reciprocate. It's because they want clout. Well, yeah, that's the problem though, is that's not supposed to be what this is about. Like it's supposed to be about building power and community. So like community, okay, they don't care, but like it should also be about building power. The right wing did this insanely successfully, and they absolutely leaned on their podcasts, media, social media networks to all prop each other up during the election and their politicians and thus help Trump win. So that's the problem. The right helps each other up. They're always propping each other up. They're always promoting each other, cross-posting, going on each other's shows. And the left doesn't do any of that. The left is always like treats each other like they're competing, which is like, Like, ridiculous. It should be the opposite. You would think that the right would be doing that because they're like much more capitalist and that the left wouldn't be doing that. But the left always is doing that. The left is always treating each other like it's a competition, and that's not how we should be treating each other. It's ridiculous. The left should be supporting each other and building each other up. And I will continue to beat this drum. And eventually I will surpass those hoes and subs, and I will still beat that drum because this is a principle I hold. Oh yeah, I would definitely like to go on the Vanguard. Although I don't know if they probably haven't seen any of my stuff, so they don't know that I've made fun of them before, but hopefully they'll get over it. Like, that's the thing. You need to have, also, if you're going to like work in this space, like you need to have a short memory and be willing to move on and forgive if somebody insults you. And Jank should take that lesson because Jank has been being very petty, I think, toward the left. And I say that as somebody who really loves Jank and has been a huge fan of the Young Turks for a really long time. I'm not happy with the way that Jank has been treating other leftists recently. Speaking of the right and Trump, the girlies be fighting. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I honestly, guys, especially because I love you guys so much in the YouTube community, I was so bummed actually that I was not able to stream when that happened because it happened the day after Christmas. And I was on my way back to New York. I was coming from my husband's family's, like visiting his family. And I was wishing that I could have been on a live with you guys for it because I was like crying, laughing at some of it. Like the whole thing happened on Twitter. It was hilarious. I was laughing so hard. I could not stop. I probably wouldn't have been able to stream anyway unless I was on Twitter the whole time because I could not get my eyes off of Twitter that day. It was amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so the point is that I definitely think we should be doing more of that. I want to start going on more people's shows, and I also want to start having them on mine as well. I think we need to be doing a lot more cross posting, a lot more. I think people should be talking to each other on the left and spending time together. And that includes Jank dealing with other people on the left. And I think that we need to be building each other up. I think the left really needs to stop acting like they're in competition with each other and tearing each other down. And we need to start building each other up and doing what the right does because they've been very successful at it and we have not. It's also time for the left to take responsibility for all the L's that we've been taking recently. And I think that if we're going to learn any lessons, some of the lessons that the left should learn from the past couple of years that we should take a page out of the right wing for is how good they are at promoting each other and building each other up and building coalitions with each other when the left so often is very judgmental, very, circular firing squad, and will oftentimes, especially when it comes to media, they'll act as though they're in competition with each other rather than building each other up. And I just think that needs to stop. So anyway, the point is, if you guys want me to go on any of their shows or you want them to come on mine, please tell them that. Because I think that sometimes it coming from their members or people who follow them is, I don't know, it gives more weight than like me just saying it. I still like Vosh. I know a lot of people on the left abandoned Vosh after like Horsegate, but I still like Vosh. Okay, so let's go through some of these amazing L's from the Zionists recently. Okay, first of all, why this is my favorite picture, as I was saying. Okay. And guys, if you guys want, you can add your own. Just go on my Twitter, follow me on Twitter. It's @_I am Blakely on Twitter because some host stole my, my @ handle. And put some some of your own. But let's go through some of the best. Okay, let's start with this classic in that thread. Please do, because I do love the original where she's actually saying, I am not afraid. It's amazing. Yeah, this is amazing. This was one of the best Zionist L's of 2024. Okay, so then we got this gentleman when he was pretending to be a victim.
hurt me. This is so fucking hilarious, dude. Don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please. No. Please don't hit me.
You're free to walk away.
Please. Oh, God, no. Don't help me. Occupation is a crime. Israel out of Palestine. Free Palestine. From the river to the sea. Leave me alone. Don't hurt me.
Gosh.
Don't hurt me.
Amazing. It's amazing. Oh, yeah, this one.
Can you come and help me?
Then we had when the Israeli regime paid the guy who made sex tapes with neo-Nazis do a propaganda trip to the Israeli regime. Then we've got this classic.
Crap with cancel culture and the... Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it. Fucker. You've been talking all fucking week.
I've heard people say that this was staged before, and even if it is, I don't know if it is. It's such a great clip, and it's so hilarious, and it's just so satisfying to see him get hit. One more time.
You know, this whole crap with cancel culture and the... Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it. Fucker. You've been talking all fucking week. You don't care what you have to say. Just stop talking. You got me right in my fucking head, asshole. Stop. Damn it. You know, this whole crap with cancel culture and the... Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Oh, nobody wants to hear it. Fucker. You've been talking all fucking week.
It's so good. It's so good. What? Oh, yeah, this one's great. This one's a great classic.
Are bringing up the Holocaust. Do not use other genocides to describe this one. I have been...
To describe this one!
And I would like to use the rest of my time to say how appalled I am that people are bringing up the Holocaust. Do not use other genocides to describe this one. I have been... And I would
Total
like to use
L.
the rest
Oh
of
my
my time to
gosh.
say how appalled I am that people are bringing
Amazing.
up
Truly
the
amazing.
Holocaust. Do not use other genocides to describe this one.
Ah! Oh, yeah, this one.
No way that
where he won't say the Israeli regime, but that's what they're talking about. And this little
I actually think it was
this little Benny Cock, who's also a little hack for the Israeli regime, gets all uncomfortable.
I actually think that on Epstein, it was a foreign government that took him out. I don't think it was a domestic enterprise.
Really?
Really?
I'm not going to say which one, but I don't think it was domestic inspired to take out of him. I think that was a foreign operation, government sponsored.
So foreign operation took out Epstein inside of our prison?
Yes.
So they must have been allowed to.
Oh, I think it was in concert with people in our government.
Wow.
But not at like some, low level guard getting bribed kind of way.
Yeah.
At a state to state level.
No way that's
I actually think it was
yes. I love this one too, where Elon Musk is awkwardly walking away and they ask him who invited him to the genocidal speech of genocidal Netanyahu, war criminal extraordinaire, and he goes, Netanyahu. Okay, just listen. It's so good.
For the Netanyahu address today?
I am.
You plan to attend? I do.
And whose guest are you?
Definitely are.
You're the net.
Oh, okay. Again, guys, if you have any that are not posted here that are great L's from Zionist this last year, make sure to definitely put them in this thread if you haven't already. Is this the baby shredder?
Or invite me out for drinks after work. Nobody ever asked me out to lunch. And I always...
Yes!
What do you think of that? I'm not even going to have a party. It's just me and my mom and my grandma.
Baby shredder. Oh my gosh. Candace Owens taking on Shmuley on Piers Morgan. That one husband, yeah, that was amazing. And nobody gave a shit. Them complaining about no one on dating apps wanting to hook up with them. Netanyahu's prostate. Israel still existing, except that would be a W though. Oh my gosh, this one definitely. This one definitely.
Ali is going to destroy them.
This one is a hard one to pick between this one and the one of the girl going, I am not afraid. Benny, yes, I am on Blue Sky under the same handle as I am on. I think it is. I'm also on Lemonade. Hold on, guys. I gotta pee really quick. Okay, I was gonna say it's kind of a running gun battle between which one is my favorite, the one of the I am not afraid woman, or this one, the no politique here. Oh my gosh. Benjamin, you can't get into the Discord still? That's weird. Did you try a different browser? Because other people are saying it's working for them now. The guys look up Qatar World Cup 2022. Okay.
Just talking about football. I'm just talking about football.
Great.
And what do you think about the game?
I thought it was a good game. I thought in the beginning Israel was better, but now Mali is is destroying them. I think Israel is not bad. But I think Mali is going to destroy them.
What's amazing is that he starts it. It's such typical Zionist. It's such a perfect clip of Zionism all in one. Because he's like, no politic here, when he's the one waving the fucking Israeli scarf in his face. Amazing.
No, I'm just talking about football. I'm just talking about football.
No politic here. Okay?
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Back you! Come on,
And what do you think?
It's so good. It's so good. Shai Davidai getting kicked off of the Columbia campus. Yes, that one is a banger. The baby shredder. Them getting big mad about the Irish peacekeepers. Yes. I have many. This is Norm Finkelstein destroying destiny.
Yeah, when they killed the 4 kids.
If the Hamas
Sure,
is hiding behind
Hamas.
civilian,
If
if
the
the Hamas is
Hamas-
hiding behind
if the Hamas-
civilian,
hide behind civilian shields, then it's okay that we kill babies. Absolutely deranged.
Every
Died.
time they target,
Simple as
every
that.
time they target a kid, I'm sure they believe it's Hamas. When they killed the 4 kids in the
they believe.
you know they believed it, even though they were
You know that,
diminutive
but
size.
You know,
even though they were
from
diminutive.
that angle, you don't see the size.
No, they saw
You
the
don't
size.
see the
Let's-
size.
Let's see the size.
Oh, I know what he's quoting
Yeah,
from, but you've lied about this
Yeah.
particular instance in the past.
Mr.
Those kids weren't just on the beaches, as often stated in articles. Those kids were literally coming out of a previously identified Hamas compound that they had operated from. They literally
Mr. Borelli, Mr. Borelli, with all due respect, you're such a fantastic moron. It's terrifying. That wharf was filled with journalists. There were 10 scores of journalists. That was an old fisherman's shack. What are you talking about? It's so painful.
Hamas naval.
It's so painful to listen to this idiocy.
If the Hamas
Sure
is
they
hiding
believe it.
behind
Sure they
civilian,
believe.
civilians
Every
die.
time they target,
Simple as
every
that.
time they target a kid, I'm sure they believe it's Hamas. When they killed, when they killed the 4 kids in the
They believe.
yeah,
they
I
were
know they believed it,
Hamasniks.
even though they were
You know that,
diminutive
but
size.
you know
even though they were
that, from
diminutive
that angle, you don't see the size.
Yeah, no, they saw
You
the
don't
size.
see the
also
size.
know
Let's see
that
the
there's
size.
evidence too.
You've lied about this particular instance in the
We also know that there's evidence too of the fact that that New York Times report, although we know the New York Times is trash, but also that they were shooting Palestinian children in the head at point blank range and in the chest. Doctors from all over the world have confirmed that, including a ton of American doctors who went over to Gaza. So they're such liars. Like, they literally think they can just call everything Hamas, even though there's all this evidence from sources all over the world confirming the opposite, that like they are targeting children. They are shooting children in the head. They are shooting children in the chest for no reason other than the fact that they're Palestinian. Like, but they still think that they can just be like, it's Hamas. Yeah, doesn't matter that the UN is Hamas, Human Rights Watch is Hamas, Amnesty International is Hamas. Everything I don't like is anti-Semitic and Hamas. And if you point out that we're killing children, that's also anti-Semitic and also Hamas. Yeah, they lie, but then when you really get them on record, they think that it's fine to kill children. Like that video where a woman said, this video just came out where a settler says, who cares if they're children? They're Arabs. So that's why you know that they're lying. They're lying because that's part of the Hasbara campaign, which I don't know if you guys saw my YouTube video about, but I did a YouTube video talking about the fact that they're going to be spending about $150 million extra this year on propaganda and Hasbara media. So there's that. But then you also have them trying to lie and basically say that everything is Hamas. And then when you really pin them down on it and ask them, they'll oftentimes just admit that they don't think they don't have a problem killing children.
past. Those kids weren't just on the beaches, as often stated in articles. Those kids were literally coming out of a previously identified Hamas compound that they had operated from. They literally
Mr. Borelli, with all due respect, you're such a fantastic moron. It's terrifying. That wharf was filled with journalists. There were tens, scores of journalists. That was an old fisherman's shack. What are you talking about? It's so painful. It's so painful to listen to this idiocy.
If the Hamas is hiding behind civilians
every time they target a kid, I'm sure they believe it's Hamas.
Gosh,
When they killed the
so good.
Hamas of Hamas is Hamas.
Their whole argument at the ICJ, their entire argument at the ICJ.
Hamas of Hamas is Hamas is
Oh my
Hamas.
gosh, yes. Hamas counter. Oh my gosh, it's so good. When that one girl said, do not compare past. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This Karen, where she had a psychotic breakdown because there were anti-Zionist Jews in Union Square.
You're not a Jew. You're not a Jew. How dare you?
It makes me so bummed when I miss things like this because I live in New York City. So I would have loved to do that. Oh, who wants to help me turn that into a song, guys? Because you're right, theater. That EDM beat would be based. It's true. I wanna make that into a song. Who wants to help me make that into a song? I'll write the lyrics for the verse, and then the verse, and then the chorus can be that Hamas with a nice beat drop. Yeah, I love this. I love this clip though. This Karen.
How can you say that you're Jewish? How can you shame your own people?
Who is not Jews?
We're Jews. This is our people.
We're all Jews here, lady. I'm Jewish too. We're all Jews here, right?
How are they saying that?
Because we don't want genocide. We don't want genocide. I don't want that. And the Talmud says it's not our country like that.
That is our country. Say that about our own people.
Because I'm Jewish, I'm standing
How did I not know that? Tell me how I did not know that. I did not know that Jacob was in that clip. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Jacob, the actor and the comedian that I've done a bunch of skits with now. I didn't realize he was in that clip with that Karen, and she assaults him like crazy. Like she literally hit him. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And they're insane because like, what makes you think that you have the right to like decide who's Jewish and who's not? It's so deranged. I think at the end of that clip, Jacob actually shows like that he's wearing like a Star of David. Like he's Jewish. He's wearing the Star of David. She's like, no, you're not a Jew. Neither are you. I decide. Like it's so deranged, which is hilarious because she's clearly American. Oh yeah, this one's definitely one of my faves. Elmo, the Elmo account on Twitter tweeted, Ramadan Mubarak, everybody. Elmo loves you. And Jordan Peterson, who is a deranged Zionist, wrote back, Hamas will never win over the righteous keepers of the West. Up yours, scum. Imagine being such a psycho that you're starting shit with Elmo. Like, he's so crazy. Like, he's genuinely deranged. Up yours, Elmo. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's so good. It's one of my favorites. Yes, I do love him eventually getting fired and banned from Colombia. Shai Davidai, that's definitely one of the best. Wait, is this the original?
Put my face on camera.
Wait, yes.
My face. I am not. Look at my face. I am not afraid. Put my face on camera.
Where's the dancing in the background? Is my all-time favorite. Wait,
show my face. Look at my face.
Oh my gosh. With the longer one, but that one is literally my favorite thing in the world. My absolute favorite thing in the world is the person that's in the background that comes in as she's trying to be a victim, being like, look at my face. I'm not afraid. And the person in the background is like, Oh my gosh, that person, whoever they are, is a legend. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Legend. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh yeah, this one too. This Zionist in France trying to be a victim and pretending to get beat up. Yes. So good. Oh yeah, this. A psycho Zionist woman tries to steal a Jewish man's Palestinian flag from his car and then states that it's hers when confronted by the police.
Hey, officer! Hey! 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 Yes! Hey! Who's it? This is mine.
He literally has like crazy googly eyes. Funny that some things that the Zionists all have in common is that they're always trying to be victims. Like they're always trying to be victims and pretending like they're in danger when they're not. Always like pretending like somebody's after them. Like they're about to be in imminent danger when they're not. But also the entitlement, the Zionist entitlement, like the just entitlement to just casually walk up to somebody's car and grab their property and pull it and then lie to the cops and say that it was yours. Or the woman who tries to assault Jacob. Like the entitlement of these people is amazing. Why are you telling them to report them to HSS? Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Zionism is sexy by that one little douche from that one show. I'm forgetting. Another one, another gem, although I don't have a video of it, was Elon Levy getting fired from being a spokesperson for the Israeli regime and then starting like a little fake company where he's pretending to still be a spokesperson with like a similar background. That was definitely a good one. I do have a Blue Sky. I haven't really started using it yet, though. No, I know Twitter. I don't like Twitter either, but they definitely have some of the most like hilarious breaking news. Like a lot of like shit pops off on there that's really funny, including a lot of these Zionist L's. Like this gem where he lied and made up a story and then had to delete the.
You heard about the most barbaric Hamas atrocities from the 10/7 massacre, but it keeps getting worse. And I just heard this story from Yuval.
When I opened up my phone, I looked on my WhatsApp. My first message was Alan Yuval. My second message that I saw was a video from my friend Shachar. Hamas filmed a video of them cutting his penis off, putting it inside of his mouth as they killed 9 other of my friends. And I threw my phone across the room.
This was at the Nova Festival?
That was at the Nova Festival, and that was the...
And they sent it from his phone? What did they do?
They used his face to unlock his phone to film the way that they tortured and killed him and the rest of our friends.
And then who'd they send it to?
They sent it to all of us in the WhatsApp group, and to the second message was to Ima, to his mom. And that was how she found out what happened to her son.
These are the Hamas monsters we're going to destroy. Never again is not. But I'd already heard about the most barbaric Hamas atrocities from the 10.
These are the Hamas. These are Hamas monsters that we're going to destroy. Never again is now. All the fake earnestness. They literally made that up. They just made that up. That never happened. They keep saying, like, I don't understand the deranged sentiment of making something up and acting like there's video of it and then not being able to back it up. Like, how crazy is that? Like, it's so crazy that you would have the audacity to actually make up a story like that, a story that graphic, and then say that there's a video of it. They said that there was a video of it and that they sent the video to his mom and like 10 other people in the WhatsApp group. And yet there's no evidence of this at all. No evidence. Like, it's amazing. It really is. You have to be some kind of lunatic sicko to be able to just make something like that up. That you're like, oh, no, yeah, definitely. I'm going to go into this really graphic, disgusting atrocity that supposedly happened. And we have evidence of it because the Hamas filmed it, sent it to his mom, and then 10 other people in this WhatsApp group. But there's zero evidence of it, literally zero evidence of this happening, zero evidence of the video. And then Elon Levy just went and quietly deleted that Instagram post. Like, it's actually insane. Like, when you think about it, like, it's crazy to do something like that. Oh yeah, this one was good too.
Know who I am.
This is okay. Can somebody, if anyone is Arab in the chat or speaks Arabic, can somebody remind me what that means, Sharmut? Because apparently it was that crazy, embarrassing guy, the son of Hamas guy, the son of the Hamas founder, that really insane hack who's like Mossad. He's like a paid Israeli shill propagandist, and all he does is go around doing propaganda for the Israeli regime and lying and trashing Palestinians and saying that they don't exist. And then this is what somebody said to him when he went to go spew his propaganda. It's Hebrew for prostitute. Oh, it's Hebrew. Oh, sorry, guys. Hebrew for whore. Okay. But it's the male version, Sharmut, as opposed to Sharmuta. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, guys. That's amazing. I know his whole shtick. That's his whole shtick, though. His credibility is based on the fact that he's Palestinian and he is doing what they love to do, trash Palestinians. Go and trash Palestinians and say they don't exist as a Palestinian. So anyway, he was going to do his propaganda and somebody screamed that at him, which was pretty hilarious. Because he goes, I know a lot of you guys, like, try to be popular. He goes like, I know a lot of you guys know who I am.
My name is Mus'ab Hassan Yusuf, for those who don't know me, but I think most of you know who I am.
That's amazing. No, but I love how, also, why does he talk like a caricature? Why does he talk like a caricature? Like, he talks like Borat. Like he's meant to be making fun of. Like he's a joke. That's how he sounds when he talks. Yeah, he's very scary. He really does. He's very creepy. He looks very demonic. Like, not even saying that to be rude or whatever, because I don't like him, which I don't. But like, he actually does look demonic. He has really crazy eyes. He reminds me of Rasputin from the Anastasia cartoon, the Disney cartoon or whatever cartoon that came out a long time ago. Yeah, he's very scary. Okay, so that was hilarious. Has anyone added the video of the Zionists who literally headbutted the fabric on a Palestinian flag and accused the holder of hitting them? Oh, I don't think I did see that one. I don't think I did see that one yet.
Fire, wounded words and murder's desire. They set this world on fire. They're psycho, psycho, psycho. They're psycho, psycho.
This guy wrote this. My song about Hamas. It's called Psychos. Oh my gosh, how cringe! Oh my gosh, somebody wrote this Lamau. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Wait, why didn't it add my emoji? Come on. And he put like the little fire emoji. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so good. LOL. Yes, this was the one I'm pretty sure they're talking about.
See, I can't move forward.
Good night, Nora.
We will not
Good night,
stop.
Nora.
We will not rest this close.
Thank you.
We will not stop. We will not rest this
close. Divest.
Thanks for being in here.
this close.
Too.
We will not rest this close. We will not stop. We will not rest this close.
Oh, you got.
No. A complete embellishment. One Jewish student at Yale was stabbed in the eye with a Palestinian flag. Stabbing students in the eye with flags.
Stabbed in the eye with a Palestinian flag.
Saying that her eye had been messed up.
That she was assaulted, stabbed in the eye with an anti-Israel protester's flag.
A demonstrator jammed a die.
Jabbed in the eye with a Palestinian flag.
Stabbed in the eye with a Palestinian flag. Yale's investigating the attack.
Having her eye stabbed with a Palestinian flag.
Yes.
So there's a lot of violence going on.
Injuring our guest.
Poked in the eye with a flagpole. And hospitalized.
You had to receive hospital treatment for your injury. It's a heart attack. Needed hospital
Then
treatment
why
for that
does she
injury.
look
What's the
totally
nature of your
normal?
injury?
I could just feel the pressure of what happened, and like I have a headache.
Oh boy.
Sahar Tartak says she was assaulted for wearing Jewish attire.
The hilarious thing about, first of all, shout out to whoever made this. This is amazing. But second of all, I love how she looks so normal. Like nothing happened to her. You can tell. But I also love how deranged it is that the person literally just walked by and barely bristled at her. Barely bristled at her. She's like, ah! Oh my gosh. It's so amazing. I know, a headache.
Quite obvious. I wear a modest dress, and I have a Star of David. Quite obvious. And they identified us pretty much immediately.
Then what happened? There's a video on my Twitter of students passing by me in a circle as they encircled me, in a circle as they encircled me. They started taunting me and giving me their middle finger. Oh my God! And they all, one after the other, taunted me. All, one after the other, taunted me.
He's close. Divest.
It was not just like one of them taunted me. They all taunted me one after the other, waving things in my face, and then this culminated in a physical assault.
You have people getting stabbed in the eye.
Stabbed in the eye!
Stabbed in the eye with a Palestinian flag. So the FBI should be looking very closely at this. This is not some inert protest movement. It is menacing.
A Jewish Yale University student says that she was attacked during an anti-Israel protest. Meanwhile, the IDF launched a deadly series of airstrikes.
This doctor works efficiently to help the baby girl breathe. Her lungs not yet fully developed. Her mother was 6 months pregnant when she was killed in an Israeli air.
Okay, so I'm assuming that the rest of this goes on to show like the actual things that happen in Palestine. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. That is so amazing. Oh my gosh, like That is so amazing. Imagine this victim having this victim mentality. He literally just walked by. Yeah, I'm assuming the rest of it is probably contrasting, showing what really actually happened in Palestine, like to contrast with their victim narrative, the actual like horrors that happened in Palestine, that happened in Gaza. I'm assuming that's what it is. What it probably is the contrast of this girl trying to be a victim and how absurd it is. Like the actual absurdity of this wannabe victim with the actual atrocities happening in Gaza, with the actual atrocities happening in Palestine. Oh my gosh, that was so embarrassing. I actually forgot about that insane cringe. All right, what else do we have here? Yes. Yes. That's amazing. More self-owns.
That he is expressing every single damn day. Because
I genuinely have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't want to like lean into the fucking mania that he is expressing every single damn day. Because
It's amazing. Oh, you know what? There were so many crazy things that the Zionists did. It's actually hard to keep up with some of them because there are some that now I'm remembering that I don't see in here, that I'm remembering. Like the woman who pretended to be Palestinian. Do you guys remember that? It was like shortly after October 7th. She was like pretending to be a Palestinian nurse. That was crazy. And then there was the Karen that was calling the cops on the Palestinian protesters on the college campus. I should add some more of those. Thank you so much, Donald, for the super chat. I'm excited for your channel's growth and you're a wonder. Oh, thank you. I wish you a happy new year with many resolutions. That's really kind, Donald. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Which actually is a great way to wrap up because no, Vincent, but I'll look into that. Asmund Gold's comments on homeless people. I'll look into that. Thank you so much, Donald, for the super chat, as well as thank you everyone who gave super chats during the stream. Thank you for your kind words about the channel's growth. And I'm excited too. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for the growth of this channel. I'm excited of the growth we're all going to do together. As I always say, we got to do it being able to laugh too, because life is hard and depressing and we need things to make us laugh. And posting all the Zionist L's, definitely fun. If you guys want to add any, like I said, just go on my Twitter and post them on that thread. If you want to add any L's, I think I'll add a few myself. Thank you everyone for the super chats. Thank you everybody who became a member on YouTube, gifted memberships, became a member on Patreon or Ko-Fi, and also who donates and supports my channel in any way, shape, or form. I appreciate you guys so much. Even if you can't afford to support the channel financially in any way, you can still subscribe and help the channel grow that way. Yeah, I am really excited about this year. I'm excited about what we're going to do. I'm going out of town tonight, but I will be back next week and hopefully be able to stream on Thursday of next week. Yeah, next week on Thursday, because I'll be out of town on Tuesday. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to stream next Thursday. And I think that's all the programming notes. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about it. Got a lot of things I'm excited about this year. and excited about the recommitment to activism and protesting and all the things that we're going to do to continue to fight for a free Palestine. And yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support of my work and the channel. Thanks for everybody who's a member. And I hope everybody had a good New Year. I hope everybody had a good New Year. I don't celebrate New Year's like the actual holiday because I'm sober and I find it obnoxious and everyone's drunk and I hate Times Square. You're never going to catch me there, like LOL. But anyway, love to everybody. Love to everybody. Make sure that you're in the Discord. Okay. If you're not already in the Discord. Yeah, I love you all. Free Palestine. And I will see you all next Thursday at around 5:30. Bye.